All right, so now we're onto the worksheets here. And first we're going to find the volume of rectangular prisms. Well, this is going to be pretty easy because we all know how to find the area of squares and rectangles. All we do is take our width and multiply it by the height. Or you might hear it called the base and multiply it by our height. So if we do that, we're going to have 6 times 5, and that's going to give us the surface area of this one rectangle in front here, which is 30. And then we have to take that measurement of 30, our surface area, and multiply it by how long it is. All right, so we take our length and multiply it by our width times our height, which we already did and we found it was 30. So now I'm taking 30 and multiplying it by 8. And when I do that, I see 3 times 8 gives me 24. And then I can just throw that 0 on at the end, and I get 240. So my final answer is 240 meters cubed. All right, let's go ahead and do the next problem here. So first we're going to calculate the area of this rectangular face. We have our base multiplied by our height. And if we do that, it's going to come out with an area of 7 times 2 to give us 14 inches squared. And remember, it's inches squared because here we're multiplying inches by inches. So when you multiply inch by inch, it's going to give you inches cubed. And since we're taking that inches cubed and multiplying it by our length here of 10, so again, it's length times base or width multiplied by our height. Length times width times height. Maybe you've heard that before. So I take my 14 inches and I'm going to multiply it by that length of 10. So 14 inches squared multiplied by 10 inches. That's how we calculate the volume. And that's going to give me 140 inches cubed. All right, so we've completed the first two problems, and we've done this by first figuring out what the area is by doing our base times our height, and then multiplying it by the length. All right, we took 6 times 5 to figure out what our area was, and then multiplied it by our length. All right, so we're doing the same thing as we had done before, except now we're doing that extra step of multiplying it by the length. Go ahead and give 3 a try. So go ahead and pause the video now and work on 3. All right, we're back here. So we got our base times our height, 5 times 5, to give us our area of 25 centimeters squared. So now we're going to take this area and we're going to use it to figure out the volume. We're going to take 25 centimeters cubed and multiply it by our length here. So again, this was 25 for the area of this square here. And now we're going to multiply it by 20 centimeters to figure out what the total volume of this entire figure is. So when I do that, I multiply it by 20 centimeters. So centimeters squared times centimeters is going to give us centimeters cubed. And then 25 multiplied by 20. Well, that's the same thing as 25 times 2, which is 50. And then I need to throw that 0 on the end. So it's going to be 500 centimeters cubed for the volume. And I've shown my work here by finding the area first, and then using that area, 25 centimeters cubed, or squared, excuse me, and multiplying it by our length of 20 centimeters. All right, hopefully you got the same answer. Go ahead and work on the next few problems.